Today is Saturday, February 27, year 2021. Let's read part 1, Book of Genesis, chapter 30. And Rachel, seeing herself without children, envied her sister, and said to her husband, "Give me children, otherwise I shall die." And Jacob, being angry with her, answered, "Am I as God, who has deprived thee of the fruit of thy womb?" But she said, "I have here my servant Bala. Go in unto her, that she might bear upon my knees, and I may have children by her." And she gave him Bala in marriage, who, when her husband had gone in unto her, conceived and bore a son. And Rachel said, "The Lord hath judged me for me, and hath heard my voice. Give me a son." And therefore she called his name Dan. And again Bala conceived and bore another, for whom Rachel said, "God has compared me with my sister, and I have prevailed." And she called me Naphtali. Leah, perceiving that she had left a bearing, gave Zilpah her handmaid to her husband. And when she had conceived and brought forth a son, she said, "Happily," and therefore called his name Gad. Zilpah also bore another. And Leah said, "This is for my happiness, for woman will call me blessed." Therefore she called him Asher. And Reuben, going out in the time of the wheat harvest into the field, found mandrakes, which he brought to his mother Leah. And Rachel said, "Give me a part of thy son's mandrakes." She answered, "Dost thou think a small matter, that thou hast taken my husband from me, and let thou take also my son's mandrakes?" Rachel said, "He shall sleep with thee this night, for thy son's mandrakes." And when Jacob returned at even from the field, Leah went out to meet him and said, "Thou shalt come in unto me, because I have heard thee for my son's mandrakes." And he slept with her that night. And God heard her prayers, and she conceived and bore a fifth son, and said, "God has given me a reward, because I give my handmaid to my husband." And she called his name Issachar. And Leah conceived again and bore the sixth son, and said, "God has endowed me with gold dowry. This turn also my husband will be with me, because I have borne him 6 sons." And therefore she called his name Zebulun, after whom she bore a daughter named Dinah. The Lord also, remembering Rachel, heard her and opened her womb. And she conceived and bore a son, saying, "God has taken away my reproach." And she called his name Joseph, saying, "The Lord gave me also another son." And when Joseph was born, Jacob said to his father-in-law, "Send me away, that I may return to my country and to my land. Give me my wife and my children, for whom I have served thee, that I may depart. Thou knowest the service that I have rendered thee." Laban said to him, "Let me find favor in thy sight. I have learned by experience that God has blessed me for thy sake. Appoint thy wages which I shall give thee." But he answered, "Thou knowest how I have served thee, and how great thy possession has been in my hand. Thou hadst but little before I came to thee, and now thou art become rich, and the Lord has blessed thee at my coming is reasonable. Therefore, that I should now provide also for my own house." And Laban said, "What shall I give thee?" But he said, I require nothing, but if thou wilt do what I demand, I will free and keep thy sheep again. Go round through all thy flocks, and separate all the sheep diverse colors, and speckled, and all that is brown and spotted, and all diverse colors, as well as among the sheep, and among the goats shall be my wages. And my justice shall answer for me tomorrow before thee. When the time of the bargain shall come, and all that is not diverse color, and spotted and brown, as well among the sheep as among the goats, shall accuse me of thief. And Laban said, I like well what thou demandest. And he separated the same day the she-goat and the sheep, and the he-goat and the ram of diverse colors, and spotted, and all the flocks of one color, that is of white and black fleece, he delivered into the hand of his sons. And he set a space of 3 days' journey betwixt himself and his son-in-law, which fed the rest of his flock. And Jacob took green robes of poplar and almond, and of plane trees, and piled them in parts. So when the bark was taken off, in the parts that were piled, there appeared whiteness, but the parts that were whole remained green, and by this means the color were diverse. And he put them in the troughs where the water was poured out, that when the flocks should come to drink, they might have the robes before their eyes, and in the sight of them might conceal. And it came to pass that in the very heat of coition, the sheep brought the robes and brought forth spotted and of diverse color and speckled. And Jacob separated the flock and put the rod in the troughs before the eyes of the rams, and all the white and the black were Laban's, and the rest were Jacob's, when the flocks were separated one from another. So when the Eves went the first to ram, Jacob put the robes in the troughs of water before the eyes of rams and of the Eves, that they might conceal while they were looking upon them. But when the latter coming was, and the last concealing, he did not put them, and those that were laterward become Laban's, and they the first time Jacob's. And the man was enriched exceedingly, and he had many flocks, maid servant and man servant, camels and asses.